Have you heard this saying? Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't underestimate the ugly duckling. Well, you shouldn't underestimate this tank then. This magnificent but deadly duck is the British Matilda Mk, a Tier 2, battle rating 2.7, beast of a small heavy infantry tank that was regarded as the queen of the desert. If you plebs think the British is shit, well prepare to shove that insult up your ass, cause you're about to witness low tier British bias. Anyways, class is now in session. The mobility is sluggish, like it's been driven by Captain Slow. The engine is shit too, developing up to 190 brake horsepower from the shitty AEC engine that is only built for cars, not a 27-ton tank. It will reach only up to 15 miles per hour on flat terrain, but you will struggle up hills, like your missus on a Stanner stair lift. And don't think you can get away in reverse, cause it's only 2 miles per hour, but at least you're better off than Southern Railway. Overall, you should be able to keep up with tanks to the battlefield, but do keep in mind when changing direction, you will lose momentum when doing so. So go for straight line driving. Your armor is about as strong as the British Empire, at 75mm all around the turret in front of the hull. At the battle rating of 2.7, you can survive and bounce shots whilst having a cup of tea. However, in an up tier, your armor will struggle. You're mostly likely to be sniped by the Germans' long schnitzel launcher. So use the only British tactic known to man, angling. Don't be fooled by the side armor. It's practically spaced armor. Ideally you want to angle 30 degrees to the left or right depending where they are. You'll also have to pay attention. The turret ring is weaker than Darjeeling's cup of tea. Though, I'll doubt anyone with a fish brain at this tier would even know to shoot there in the first place. Be quick to fire back when they fuck up. And trust me, the enemy won't have enough time to write a letter to his dearest when you have the smallest but deadliest cannon of the British. Speaking of which, don't underestimate the power of the 2-pounder. You can't run from the insane reload speed of 2.8 seconds with an ace crew. You get two kinds of teabags. The Twinnings teabag has the most pen with 80mm at point blank range on flat armor, whereas the Tetless teabag may only have 74mm, but it has better pen performance over long distance than Twinnings. These teabags are so small, you can take up to 50 of them into battle, so you'll have enough teabags to send them to Kingdom Come. For such a small gun comes with a great advantage. The gun has more depression than the clock on countdown, compared to the Soviet tanks, which in their mind is non-existent. Even the Matilda we gave them, look, no gun depression. Anyways, you can use this to your advantage when you're firing from behind hills. Or even better, the enemy can't lower their guns down far enough to hit you, giving yourself the advantage. to shoot for their driver or transmission, and then rate the shit out of them with your beast of a gun. When you load into battle, these are the choices you can use. Load 50 twinnings, or load 50 tetleys, or load 35 twinnings and 15 tetleys, and send that HE shit back to the MOD. For your modifications, start with parts, then optionally horizontal turret drive or tetless T-bags, then FPE, adjustment of fire, recruiting Rukuriri, elevation mechanism or smoke grenades. Then start getting them ability upgrades with the engine and transmission first, after which you can go back and research the rest of them. For your crew skills, focus upgrading weapon reloading and leadership to deliver maximum British bias. Tank driving, cause you don't want to be left behind. Targeting and ranger finding, so you actually hit something. And definitely keen vision and vitality. I would recommend you get either an expert crew, or better yet, an ace crew. To become the queen of the desert, angle your tank as soon as you see a deadly opponent. Knock out the gunner first, then the driver or transmission. Keep pumping shots into them, and make them suffer. Get into a position where it's hard for the enemies to shoot you, and utilize your godlike gun depression to send them to the Tower of London. If you can't penetrate their armor, use your smoke grenades to safely retreat without being spotted. So there you have it. You've just learned how to use the almighty deadly duck of the British. Class dismissed. Get out there and show them the power of the British.